be on there soon.
Tonight.
Tonight. So work through the night.
Back on the Expressos.
Have you got a website page?
Yeah, only really the Facebook is the main one. So that's Facebook / Andy Oliveri Music.
Okay.
And Oliveri's Oliver with an I on the end.
Right.
But yeah, all the updates and stuff go through that because I don't have the web skills to go a proper website.
Is that an English surname?
No, it's Sicilian.
Ah,
Yeah, it's my grandfather was Sicilian.
Influences then, you two. What were your influences?
Mine. You go first because there's loads for me.
I don't know. Playing bass, probably Giant myself.
Yeah.
But music that I listen to, absolutely everything. From John Mayer to Fleet Foxes. Through to heavy metal, old metal, that kind of thing. So that's what influences me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. It changes daily, really. It's whatever I'm listening to, really, at the time.
Yeah.
But I think, like, in terms of artists that I am influenced and respect by, Neil Young's up there. Old Neil.
He's got a DVD coming out.
Yeah, there's a new. I got really excited. One of the Boats Row guys was telling me about this the other day, but there's a new bootleg series coming out.
Yeah,
nice. 1970s solo show.
Yeah.
And just after, I think it's just after before after the Gold Rush album.
Yeah.
Those shows around then. So yeah, huge Neil fan. Only because he's always like Neil Young, regardless of what's in fashion, doesn't care.
Yeah.
And he just does things how he wants to do it.
Exactly.
I got his autobiography for Christmas that I'm working my way through. But like the first chapter is just Neil Young talking about cars,
Right.
which you wouldn't get that in an autobiography.
No, of course not.
But Neil Young is allowed to do that because he's Neil Young, and if he wants to talk about cars, he can talk about cars in the autobiography. And that's the coolest thing. Like he's never kind of jumped on any bandwagon. He's always done what he wants to do, and still like because there's so much in the music industry as it is. There's so many artists that just kind of follow the trends or do what's cool and like without naming it, like people like Madonna, I guess, she's always just kind of like changing herself to fit in with whatever.
Yeah.
But I think if you're like an artist, it's good to evolve and things. But I think as well you've got to stay with what.
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, stay true to yourself. I think
Yeah.
Neil is one of the guys that's probably done it and been successful from it.
Yeah.
And if you say Neil Young, everyone knows who Neil Young is.
Exactly.
That's he's released some cracking albums. So he's probably like the biggest just at the minute. And again, like when we do band practices and stuff, especially with the Boats Row guys, because I know Ben from Boats Row is a huge fan, so it's kind of like, can you do a guitar part that sounds like something on Harvest, or can you think it's kind of like Ben, can you do like an On the Beach style kind of guitar part, or and then he knows what I mean. So smash the guitar up. But yeah, so no, I think Neil's probably the biggest one. I listen to loads of folk music as well, like old stuff, so that's kind of always, I think like the melodies and stuff, you know, are the best. Like if I'm really into Dory Previn, Dory, she passed away last year, I think. She was big in the 70s, well maybe not big, but she was around in the 70s, and she's got this great album that's really weird, called Mythical Kings and Blondes.
Right.
It's just the coolest album ever.
Yeah. Why is it weird then?
It's just odd, like lyrically, like I think I can't talk because I wasn't around in the 70s, and it's kind of weird because I think like our friends, when I can't really talk to them about it because like none of them really listen to the same sort of weird stuff that Adam's shaking his head. Like Adam probably wouldn't, if I put it on the car, he would probably ask me to switch it off politely. But it's kind of like I think what she was doing at the time lyrically was really bizarre, and I think and I imagine at the time like it probably wasn't understood by a lot of people. But when you reflect on it and think those lyrics are really great, but just because of that in the 70s it probably didn't really do much. But I think it was like just kind of trying to prove the point and things. But that's what I love. So, before I go into geeky mode.
Any person who's really helped you more than anybody else in your short music career so far?
Someone behind the strings just being helpful.
Yeah. I don't think there's many people in particular. There's lots of people. There's lots of friends and things who are incredibly supportive.
Yeah.
And like we've got friends from because before, well, at the start of me doing surfing, we had a band together. And like all the guys in that band are incredibly supportive and always there. And it goes back to like the Cheltenham music team. Everyone's kind of there for each other and is very supportive. And again, I think it's like family and friends really. That's the main. Where the main support comes from, and like even down to like the Boat to Row guys, like, I didn't know them until a couple of years ago. We met at a gig, and ever since we've been like really good friends. And now they're playing with me, and I played with them at the weekend. It's kind of there's loads of people, I think.
It's mainly not favours, but if you help someone else, they're gonna help you out. Kind of thing in the music scene around Cheltenham, which is nice. So
I think deserved of shout out is James Scarlett, who runs Tea Lads and Trees Festival.
Right.
Because I didn't know him that well before. I lived with him for a year, and just to see how much work goes into something like a music festival, and how much he loves music, for example, and he's great because he's very honest with me. When obviously because we lived together, he was very like, here's a new song, he'd be like, that's rubbish, which is great because you need that. You can't have people all the time being like, oh, that's great, because you just think. But I like that criticism. I think the honesty part, and he's always been very supportive, and he's quite good at sort of pushing in directions and sort of to help you out, I think. But there are loads of people like that. It's just not. That's not just one name. There's loads of promoters in Cheltenham who've always put us on.
I started the Fire as well.
Yeah, I started the Fire as well. So there's a Cheltenham-based local label that all my stuff's come out on. And then our last band, our CD came out on that as well. And it's run by Jim Lockie, who's a musician from Cheltenham. He's another person that does it all for the right reasons. He does it for the love of music, so it'll take time to put out.
Blimey. It could be a question for you here.
Yes.
Shall we take it?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to hopefully take it. Good evening. Sure. I'm all right. Who's speaking there? Phil, good evening. Are you listening to this at the moment? And what do you reckon of young Andy Oliveri then? What do you think of Andy singing? Good, isn't it?
Oh, thanks.
You got a question for him?
What's he saying?
He was good, he said.
Oh, thank you.
Me singing, I'd clear the place, mate. I wouldn't have any listeners if I sang. I can tell you straight away now. Are we playing your requested later on, Phil? We're here to 10. We're here to 10, matey. What would you like played later on? Elvis Presley, Blue Suede Shoes. Okay. Shall we say about 9:45, mate? Is that all right? Spirits in the Sky. Yes.
There we go. There
yes. That
All
it?
the hits.
Okay, Phil. We're playing about 9:45 then, matey. He should be singing on what? He should be singing on the wireless, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Sorry? The Sing-Song Show. I can't even say that. It's like
Sing-Song Show.
Like a tongue twister, that is, Phil. Okay. Right. Okay, matey. Will do. Okay, we're going to play your request by 9:45 then. Thanks, Phil. There you are, Phil, ringing in.
Oh.
There you are. Fan mail, mate.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
If anyone's got any
It's like a fan club.
lots of questions, please call up and we'll try and answer them the best we can.
Yeah, exactly. Right, where were we? I lost the train of thought now. Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah. What's the best thing about being a performer?
I would like to pretend and say it's the girls.
The girls. The girls waiting
But
backstage.
as I've discovered over the years, that doesn't happen.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all a myth.
It's totally a myth. Yeah.
Oh.
So no, it's not the girls. The best thing about being a performer, I could go with the really like generic answer and say that I can get my feelings across in a way.
Yeah.
But no, I like playing, and I think the best thing for me about ever performing and things is that the friends that I've made from playing music.
Yeah.
Like Adam, for example. I think if neither of us played music, we would never have crossed paths.
No.
but now we get to hang out, we get to have fun, go on holiday and things. So
Cool.
yeah, I think that's the best thing about being in Cornwall. You get to meet incredible people.
Yeah.
Right?
You same with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I've met loads of interesting people.
Yeah.
I love Andy as well.
Interesting people.
Interesting people and Andy. And yeah, forged some very good friendships out of it all. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Is there a worse thing about it?
Lack of girls.
Lack of
Yeah,
girls.
apart from lack of girls, yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you might drive. You might work all day, and then drive to somewhere in the middle of nowhere, play a gig to 2 people who don't listen.
No.
And sometimes that can be a bit of a kick in the teeth. But I always try. I don't know. I always try even then to look on the positive that if you played a gig and there's 4 people there and 2 of them are listened, then you've played to 2 new people.
Yeah.
So I know there's things, and I think it's quite frustrating, like from a writing perspective as well. Like sometimes, like if you put so much of yourself into writing a song or something, and you kind of want people to hear it, but there's a lot of like artistic frustrations. But that's more about the person writing it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could brush every musician with that
No.
one. But yeah, that's what I find the most frustrating. It's like it's a writer rather than a performer, I think.
Do you imagine life without music?
No, I literally get consumed by it on, like, even in the car on the way down. Like, I didn't really want to have a conversation while I was putting music on. I'm joking. So that would be how it was on the way home. It consumes, like, I get fully consumed by it, like, even that, to the point where I can imagine that I'm quite annoying for Adam and stuff. Like, if there's a new album that's come out, I'll buy it on vinyl with the, like, deluxe gatefold packaging and sit there reading every musician's played on every song and then tell Adam about it, which does happen. But I like to consume the whole thing, so it's a big part of my day to day.
Okay, time for another song.
Yeah.
Then we'll bring it the tough questions.
Whoa. Yeah. Do you want an old one or a new one?
Whatever you like.
Preference?